Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a wig review. I'm here to show you Ellen Wille FLAIR Mono, and I have this one in two colors. This is a really cute, short, super lightweight, super low density, fully mono top lace front piece by Ellen Wille. So if you're curious about this style, and it does vary, then stick around and we'll talk about it. FLAIR Mono is such a cute, low density, lightweight wig that is just like nothing on your head. It does run a little bit average petite, so this would be a really good style for someone with a little bit smaller measurements. It is not fully petite, fits me pretty well like a glove, but that is looking for something very lightweight and low density. I am going to be showing this to you in the colors Snow Mix and Caramel Rooted. So you're going to get to see it in two different colors, but they do look pretty different from each other. I was actually very surprised by how different they look from each other. So I'm going to point out a few things to pay attention to. If you're new to wig wearing, this is one of the challenges of wig wearing, is the variation that you'll find in styles. And that variation, you see it across all different manufacturers. So while I am showing you an Ellen Wille wig right now, this is not unique to Ellen Wille, and so I definitely want to caution you to judge this particular brand harshly once you see the differences in these pieces, because it happens in all the brands, and I can attest to that firsthand. So let's take a look at the one on my head from all sides. This is Snow Mix. Very cute. Now I am just shocked by how low density this is. It's not low enough that I'm worried about coverage or you being able to see wefting or anything like that, but it's seriously, when I do this, there's just no poof. I can feel right down to cap, and it feels so natural. I really think that if you are struggling with the wig journey and you have found pieces to be too high a density for you or too poofy, I would definitely consider FLAIR Mono if you're looking for something in this sort of style and length, because it really is super lightweight. The weight on this is actually 2.4 ounces. That is very light. Honestly, I don't know how much lighter you can get and have there still be enough hair to give you good coverage. One of the things I talk a lot about when I am showing shorter styles is the nape. So let's take a look at the back for a second. The nape on this one is 3 inches. So in the past, when I've shown shorter wigs, I usually use 2 to 2.5 inches as my guide or my gauge for when I need to start thinking about coverage issues. For me personally, anything less than 2 inches is I struggle a lot with coverage right here on the sides. Now I buzz my hair off, and I just recently got a fresh buzz, and so I don't struggle as much with the coverage when that happens, but when my bio hair is growing out, I can tend to have some coverage issues right here. So if you're fairly new to wigs and you don't have a lot of experience with them, and maybe you haven't worn a lot of short styles, or you have a lot of bio hair to hide underneath a wig, that is something I want you to be really aware of as you start getting into shorter styles. 2 inches is sort of my guide. For you, it could be a little less or a little more. It really depends on your hairline, and all of us have a different hairline. Some have longer hairlines, some have shorter hairlines. So just keep in mind, this one though is 3 inches. I do think between the nape being 3 inches and there being some longer hair here, I really don't think there's going to be coverage issues for the most part for most people. Let's talk about the construction of this piece. And before I put on the Caramel Rooted, I will show you the inside of the cap of this one. So Caramel Rooted, or I'm sorry, the cap of FLAIR Mono. You can see it has a full mono top. What that means is you can part this one anywhere and style it in a variety of ways. So if you struggle with wigs that are mono part only, because maybe you are a right hand parter, so right going to the left, then you will be able to create that with this one because of the full mono top. You can part it wherever you want. You can part it more in the center. You can do deep or shallow parts. I tend to like to part my wigs left, so on the left going over to the right, and that is how most mono part wigs come. But this one, you have that flexibility to do whatever you want with it. Lace front, Ellen Wille makes fantastic lace fronts. Even in the dark colors, they tend to use very light knotting. Let me show you this one. When you get into these whites, into blondes, non-rooted colors, it's so seamless in just about any brand. You really can't tell. And so if you are concerned about realism, you're concerned about being able to see that it's a wig, you like to pull hair up off your face, maybe in clips or headbands, this is fantastic. In this color, we'll take a look at the caramel rooted. I suspect it's going to be fantastic as well because Ellen Wille does a really good job with that. It has the soft ear tabs with the metal wires in it that are bendable. There is no extended nape and there's Velcro adjusters. Otherwise, the rest is just basic wefting. As far as permatease goes, there's no poofy, pillowy permatease in here, which is pretty standard for Ellen Wille. I'm just taking a look to see if I can see any crimpy fibers. For the most part, I really can't. So you've got a wig that doesn't have a lot of poof, that's got a nice light density and is very, very realistic. Let me throw on the caramel rooted. So as I put this one on and do a spin for you, here's what I'd like you to notice. This one is a lot wavier, especially back here. Look at all that wave. It looks like somebody's got some really pretty natural curl that they've sort of scrunched up. But even up in here, see how it sort of flows into these waves? This one doesn't have so much of that, so I'm going to show it to you. I did go online to try to see which one is more common, and there aren't a lot of reviews for this style out there, but from what I was able to see, and even from the manufacturer pictures, this one, look at how much straighter this one is. It's like not even the same wig. This one seems more common. This kind of a little bit of wave, but more of a straighter style. So let's do the spin. I mean, there's still wave back here, but not as much as the other one. And up here, it's almost non-existent. One of the things that I really like about styles like this are their effortlessness. They're so easy to just throw on, sort of finger style and go. They're going to be as cool as possible. Wigs may not always be cool because you always have something on your head, but as far as being cool, they're going to be cool. It's going to be easy to wear in all conditions. If you are wearing high-necked clothing or scarves or things like that, this is going to be a good length to protect. And in the summer, if it's hot, it's not going to make you hot by kind of being heavy on your neck. Let's take a look at the lace front on this one. So this one's a rooted color. And while you can see some knotting, they do so well with making that knotting really, really fine. So it's very, very natural looking. About as natural looking as you can get from a synthetic wig that has a root. Really, really natural. I am going to do a quick color spotlight on both of these in a separate video. So if you want to see more about these colors, including the outside look, then stick around for those color spotlights. When I do comparison videos and I have more than one wig, it's a bit too much to tack on that color spotlight. So I'll get another video filmed where I do that. So what are my impressions of this one? Comfortable. runs a little bit small. I really don't have a whole lot of extra cap here. I have not cinched this one in. The coverage that I get on these wigs is decent, but not excellent. So let me talk about that for a minute. Here's the ear tab. Put my finger right on the bottom of the ear tab. Here is the top of my ear. I prefer an ear tab to be about there. So from here to about here. So a little bit below the curve of my ear and in front of my ear. The reason I personally prefer that is because then I get the best coverage possible, no risk of seeing my bio hair. Again, I just recently buzzed it, and I take it and I don't use any guard, and I buzz it very closely right here for that reason, because I like to hide that bio hair. But if I'm in between buzzing, or if you've got bio hair to hide, that's going to be something to consider. If you get a wig in a color that's very close to your bio hair, that isn't as much of a concern because you can just blend it. It's when you like to explore outside of that that can be a concern. These are, though, because of how those ear tabs fall, they're so tuckable on me, and probably on just about everybody. So they tuck so easily. And this kind of style looks so cute. I have a feeling my dog's about to bark. So hold on. He's in here, like, on the couch over here. He just wants to be near me. And his brother is upstairs barking at the delivery. So, Gabe, I'm going to have to pause this for a second. If I can find my remote. Oh, maybe he's going to stop. All right, I'm going to plow right on through. Really, really tuckable, and these kind of styles are so cute to be able to tuck. And then if you wanted to put some styling cream in, Peace Out Cream by John Renault, some hairspray, something else, you can do that, and then you can kind of get it all messed up and really, really make a cute style out of it. Something else that I like to do with short wigs like this is I like to just take a little claw clip and just maybe put one in right there. That creates a little bit of a different look. You can wear headbands with short wigs like this. There's a lot that you can do with a shorter style. I have a whole Tip Tuesday series where I talk about styling. I show some examples. So I will link that series below for you. I usually have it on the end of the video as well. And I recommend you go look through that series if you're curious about some different ways that you can make wigs your own and different styling that you can do. So overall, it's a cute style, lightweight, no poof, no permatease, runs a little small, so average large, I would steer you away from this one. The other thing I really kind of want to mention is when I looked up online, I noticed it's quite expensive. I was actually really surprised by the price. I have noticed these prices are going up. Ellen Wille seems to be a little bit more of an expensive brand. I am a big fan of Ellen Wille wigs, though. I think they fit me very, very well. I tend to like a lot of their styles, and they seem to last a long time. I think they've got very, very good fibers. Realistic, light, kind of light and airy fibers that just really look realistic. I do think this wig is going to probably last a good while because of the length, and I have a lot of good luck with Ellen Wille fibers. I think that they're just really, really good for daily wear. So while this is a more expensive price point than I would have expected, I think there are some pros to the wig if you're going to want to have something that's a good daily driver, and maybe you don't wear wigs every single day or for 12 hours a day. You could get some really good longevity out of this one. Obviously, all of that depends on how you care for it and a variety of other things, but that's just my 2 cents. I'm trying to bring some realism to these videos. I'm a wig wearer too. I'm out there shopping for wigs and considering all of the things you're considering. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. All right, I'm going to tack some pictures on the end here so that you can see them both side by side, front, side, back, all of that good stuff. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching.